All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks you so much for joining me tonight. And we're back again here for the final 9 holes of Los Angeles here with our good friend Dave and Scott. And how's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
I'm doing great.
Yep.
All right. So, glad we all made it back together again so soon after yesterday. So we had a chance to, sit in the clubhouse, get warm by the fire, and think about what we're doing wrong, and go back out the next day and do a little bit better the next time. That's what I like to say, right?
Yeah. Frankly, I drank heavily after our match yesterday, thinking, okay, we got this.
It's over. Yeah, I'm winning. You already got 9-shot lead.
I think 8.
8.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. 8 shots. How you doing, Viper Dave? Good to see you, my friend. All right, well, let's get back into it. Let's move everything where we need to do it. You need to share your screen. I need to move my camera down. And Dave needs to get his fighting spirit going, because he's the only one I think can catch you. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch you unless you lose every club in the book.
Well, I think you made a good point yesterday that really, I mean, in some sense, you're at a huge disadvantage playing, one round with these guys who are already trailing Nicklaus, right? So your objective, I guess, is to try to beat 13 under, or at least match 13 under, because that's where Steve Stricker is, right? So,
right.
There's no, the goal really isn't to go after Nicklaus. Now, you guys might want to go after each other too. I mean, that might be a secondary goal.
Right. Absolutely. Let's just see how it goes. This looks like a very challenging course, or challenging hole here. You got to get over this massive bunker. There's just a little area then, and it really narrows down. The fairway only literally gets less than 2 boxes wide. That is crazy. And interesting enough, all the pins are, except for 1 and 3, are right on the center line, which is going to make this a very interesting hole. That's for sure.
So Jester, can I recap? I mean, for people that might just be joining us for the first time, in terms of what transpired last night and what the scores were. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm playing Jack Nicklaus, who was 4 under after the first 9 holes yesterday, and now for the tournament. And this, of course, is the very final round of my all-time greats tournament. He's at 19 under, and then behind him, we have Arnold Palmer, and that's Dave, and he was 1 under for the first 9 yesterday, bringing Arnie's total score for the tournament to 11 under, so trailing Jack by 8 strokes. But was trailing by 5 strokes going into yesterday. So that margin was only widened a little bit. And then we've got Nick Price, who had a tough front 9 yesterday, and in my opinion, due largely to lousy dice rolling when it came to putting. He had a total of 17 putts for 9 holes. So he's on pace to have 34 putts at Los Angeles, which is extremely high number of putts for this particular course. And Nick is at 9 under for the tournament at this point. So two strokes separate your 2 guys. And so that's what I meant by, there's a reason to think that you guys could certainly battle it out here. And I'm not saying, Nicklaus can just, take the next jet out of Los Angeles. He's got to show up and he's got to play here. But it would be a heroic effort on the part of either of your players to be able to catch him, or it would be an epic fail on the part of Nicklaus and me if he gets caught. But anything's possible. It's Apple Golf, right?
Right, exactly. Oh, there's the. So yeah, I mean, it just started off brutal with Nicklaus getting an eagle and then a birdie and then a birdie, and geez, you think you have any shot of coming back, and you're rolling uphill when the guy you're shooting against is going eagle birdie birdie to start the round. That's just rough.
Yes, well, I'll take that as a compliment. So yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so hole. What are we doing? Hole number 10. Here we are. Par 4. It's only 315. I'm sure Dave would probably drive this in real life.
Yeah, right.
In a golf cart.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're looking to lay up and probably land it around the 225 mark.
And Arnie, you are up.
All right.
And you've got honors. No wind on this hole and no hole notes to have to deal with.
Okay.
So you show us the way.
I'm using my hybrid.
Oh, all right. Interesting. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. You want me to roll the dice tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right. 13.
Ah, that's a 4. That's my average.
And do you want to take your average W bonus?
Yes.
All right. So this shot carries 220 right on the center line.
220, beauty.
And rolls 10, right?
That's right.
All right, not a bad one. Not a bad one to start with. That's for sure. Not bad.
All right, so Nicklaus is up next. He's going to hit a 4-wood, and no aiming here for him. Uh-oh. Let's see what's he got here. Oh, he's got a 3 on a 23. I mean, that should be a
cheating. It's cheating. It's cheating. We know it. We understand it's cheating.
That's insane. Okay, and let's see. He'll take his average W. 245 left 5 on the carry. Hopefully, I don't end up over here in the. I think I'm going to 245. Yeah, 245 left 5. And then 15 roll if he doesn't go by the bunker, and I think he skirts that bunker. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think you're.
I think he does too. I think you're right on the edge of it.
All right, so 260 left 5 in the fairway.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. That's all I got to say is wow.
Yeah, I wish I could take credit for some brilliance there, but a 3 on a 23 is just unheard of.
I would like a. I believe I have a 5-wood. Is that correct?
You do.
I will take a 5-wood. And roll my new dice here. Here we go.
All right, Nick.
26. Oh my gosh, is a 35.
All right. So that goes 215 right 5.
215 right 5. Okay, no problem.
And then you get 15 roll.
All right.
Because it's in the fairway, I think.
Yep. Just fine.
So 230 right 5, final destination.
Yep, right next to Dave.
All right, let's see who's up here. Looks like you're still up, Nick.
Oh, I'm up?
Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're within approach range here. Yep.
95?
Yeah.
Okay. I might as well, let's see, we're going for pin 4, right?
Yes.
Ugh.
On the center line.
Yep. Even for this center line. All right, come on, Nick. Let's see a good one here. 13 on an approach is a 5.
So this shot goes 320 left 5.
Is that also use my average?
No, because it's an approach shot.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's all right. Okay. So 3
20
left
left 5. Yeah.
All right. And I don't know what we want to call that.
That's on the green.
Yeah, I call that the green.
All right, we'll call it the green then.
Yep, nice shot.
One
All
diagonal, right?
One straight.
Straight? No, you're left 5, so it has to be a diagonal.
Left 5.
Yeah.
320 left 5.
Okay.
The pin's at 325. So if you're
All right,
left,
and if I'm left 5, it's going to be one straight.
No, it's one diagonal for the 4.
No.
you'd have to be on the center line for it to be a straight.
Right? I'm left 5 from where the flag is, right?
Correct, and that's at a diagonal to the number 4.
You're one too far on your marker. You didn't go 325, you went 320. The pin's at 325.
Or so how far did I go?
320.
320.
Okay. Okay. So I didn't make it to 325.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. So they are. It would be one diagonal then.
All right.
All right. I must have calculated wrong. I think it's broken. I think your game is broken. Pretty sure. I'm sure it wasn't me.
All right, so you're 12 feet from the pin.
All right.
Arnie, you're up.
Yeah, I'm doing the same, doing my approach.
Going for the pin.
Yeah, straight on.
26. You're going to like this. It's a 12.
It's a 12.
Yeah.
That means he's on the fin.
Hole plus die roll.
Woohoo!
You want me to do it?
Be good to me.
All right. You're 4 feet away.
Yes.
There you go. Nice one.
Good shot.
Okay. Oh, I might as well do the same thing that you guys did. I'll go right for the pin. 24 is a 4. That's 320 left 5. That sounds familiar. I should be one diagonal away.
Yeah. Let's see if that roller gets any closer than my shot.
18 feet.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's Caddie 1's not supposed to do that.
Right.
It looks like I'm far here.
You are. You are.
But something's not right here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go for it. 26 is an 18. From 18 is going to miss by 2.
Nice. I mean, oh, that's too bad.
You want me to put out?
Yeah, go ahead and put out.
A 13 is a 25. That'll be good from 2 feet. All right. Who's up? Let's see. It looks like Nick, you're up 12 feet.
All right, 12 feet. Here we go. We can do this one. Come on now. 12 feet. We need a 118. Come on, Nick. 41. Oh, you're not going to believe what that is. That's a 19.
19? Yeah, that's only good for a par or higher. So you got to tap in.
That's just not right. That's just not right.
All right, I'm at 4 feet.
Yep.
You can roll for me.
All right. Thank you for the prompt. A 33. Well, I'm glad you wasted it on 4 feet. That's,
Yeah, it's a 5.
Yeah, that's
Boom.
Yeah.
that's it. All
Yeah.
right. Arnie, another birdie. 2 under.
Unbelievable. Par 5 coming up.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people to say hello to. James Jacobson, how you doing? Matt Rockwood, what's going on? New Jersey Tabletop Sports. Hissy Cat
Larry.
Studio. Tim D, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a good night. So we're headed on to hole number 11 here in Los Angeles.
This, let's see, I want to take a quick peek here at my notes. I got some notes here. This hole is actually the easiest on the back nine. Par 5.
Really? I've surprised.
I hit my driver on this one.
With the tiny green, that would be a little more challenging, I would think, you know?
Yeah. It's
playing
about a half a stroke under par.
Yeah.
So no wind on this hole and no hole
Yep.
notes. So
Yep.
you're going to go with your driver?
Yep.
Any adjustments?
Nope.
All right, here we go. 23. And I bet it's not a 3.
It starts with a 3, 35.
Ooh.
Okay, that's not too bad. 275 right 10.
Good.
Yeah.
And then
What's
you're going
the
to get 30 roll.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
deal.
that's nice.
Yep.
It's not bad. You can do
305
that.
right 10.
I'm happy with that.
Yep. 305 right 10. Yep.
Okay, Jack's up. Yeah, I'm going to aim 5 left just to kind of go for the actual center of the fairway there a little bit more. And take the shot. 65 is a 4. So this one will go 265 right 10, and that'll be in the fairway, of course, and then another 25 roll. So 290 right 10.
Okay. I'm going to use a driver. I'm going to aim a 5 left since I hit mine right anyways. All right. It's going to be that kind of night. I see. 35.
Oh, really? So you got the same number that Dave did?
Yeah, looks that way.
Okay. You'd just be 5 right of him, probably, or 5 left of him. 275, right 5 with 30 roll.
All right. I'm going to be just right next to Dave again.
Yep,
Yep.
305, right 5.
All right. We'll take that. And where are we aiming? To the back left, huh?
Yep.
So we're all got good angles.
Yeah, and I'm just going to grip it and rip it. I'm going to hit a 4-wood here. You know, you've got some deep rough up there around, what is that, 500? Yeah, between 490 and 510 over on the right. And, you know, the worst that that's going to do is just stop the ball, right? It's, you know, I suppose because it's within approach range, being in the deep rough is no worse than being in the regular rough. So I'm just going to try to hit the ball as far as I can. 23. Okay. Well, we know what that number is. It's a 3. And I'll take the average W again. Although, yeah, that's what I want to do. And so this shot carries to 535 left 5.
535 left 5. Yeah, right in the middle of the fairway, of course.
It gets 15 roll.
Okay.
Does that get me to the green?
Yep.
All right. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 straights away.
4 straights. Yep.
You're great. Okay. All right. So 49 feet for another eagle opportunity there.
Jeez.
Let's see who's up here. It'll be Arnie.
All right.
265 is your carry objective.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hit my 4-wood.
Okay.
Straight on.
All right. 66.
Woo. Ooh.
That's a 1.
All right. So this one goes 570 left 10.
Right.
You may be off the back of the board here, unless he's
570.
Yeah.
Left 10 is just off the back edge.
Is it?
Yep.
25, 35.
You sure?
45, 55. Oh, you mean the green? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I thought you meant.
Sorry,
They got to roll.
Yeah.
They got to roll 10, right?
Yes, that's correct. You get 10 rolls.
Yeah, it's just in front of the tree. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
It's off the back edge of the green. Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I just assumed you guys knew what I was talking about.
I know. I saw
You
that
guys
one
should,
come up.
you guys should join that conversation going on in my head. You know.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, it didn't come up on this shot, but let's talk about it beforehand in case it does come up. And people play this multiple ways. The way that I've played it for my tournament is if you go off the grid, you're not out of bounds. Okay, it's just an extension of whatever the terrain was at the point that you went off. So if he had gone off, let's say he'd gone another 15, 20 yards, farther north, he would still be in the rough. It wouldn't be an out of bounds shot.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
So you'll be 10 yards out from the pin.
Yeah.
So you're in good shape.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Jester, it's up to you, buddy.
All right. I need a club. Yes. I need a. What's my distance there?
265 is your carry objective.
Yeah, that's that. And I'm just gonna hit. I'm gonna hit a 5 wood.
Okay.
Probably not gonna go far enough, but
Never know.
yeah, you just never know. Let's see what happens. All right, and I'm gonna aim 5 left.
Okay, and so the only way
Oh,
to make
because
sure
that's
you can
second
aim on a
shot,
par
right?
5 if you're going for the green. I just want to make sure that you've got a club that'll get you to the green if you want to do that. Now, if you don't want to aim, I won't bother to look at it.
No, that's fine. Let's figure this out.
All right. So well, the green is at 535, 545, 550, I think. So we'll put it up here in the distance calculator. And so you need a club that would in total get you at least 245 yards.
Okay, and my 3 wood hit, or my 5 wood hits 230. So not far enough. Okay, so now I know.
You would get some roll with that. So I would say that's close enough. And you certainly have a club that would get you there. So I'm not going to nitpick over that. That's close enough. What I'm trying to guard against, because I think this is in the spirit of the APBA rules, is you don't want people aiming just for the sake of laying up, where they're going to leave themselves
right.
the green, but try to take advantage of getting a good angle by laying up.
I'll just go down the center line. That's fine. I'll just go down the center line. That's fine.
And
But I'm glad we went through that exercise because I would like to know that because I always wondered about that. So now I know.
Which club?
Same one, 5 wood.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to go straight down the center line.
And there are a fair number of players out there that just totally ignore that rule altogether. So, but I'm trying to be consistent for the tournament that I'm running, right? And I have not ignored that rule. So.
Okay. I got a 3.
Okay.
So I hit it farther than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, I think you'll be happy. 540 left 10.
5, 25, 30.
We should have let him aim.
How much roll?
So assuming that you're in the intermediate rough, you get you get 10 roll as long as you're not in the rough.
All right. I think that makes me just on the front edge of that green there.
Okay.
And I'd be a diagonal in 1, 2, 3 straights. Is that right?
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Yes.
You with me, Dave? Is that right?
I'm looking.
You agree, Dave?
Yeah.
59 feet.
Yep.
All right. I'll take that. See? You convinced me not to aim, and it worked out.
All right. So, Dave, you're going to be up again 10 to the pin. There's really not much to do here other than pick the right approach board, roll the dice, 53. What's your number?
4.
Okay. That's going to leave you 7 feet out.
Okay.
All right. So, Nick, you're far at 59.
All right. I am going to play it safe. So we know how good a putter he is. All right. 45 is a 17.
All right. So that leaves you 3 feet away.
All right. I'll take that. Oh, I'm going to go out. Right. Uh-oh. 30 number again, but 36 this time. It's a 24. Whew. Just barely.
That's good. All right. And so, I mean, you still birdied the hole, right? I mean,
yes.
Okay.
Hey, the crowd goes wild.
And Nicklaus, 49, he'll play it safe. 55, 7. So he'll end up with a tap in for a birdie.
All right. We're going for it.
All right.
7 feet.
Here you go, Arnie. 41.
19.
Got it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at that. Birdie, birdie, birdie. Boy, that did play under par. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Looks can be deceiving. I mean, there's been many times when I've looked at holes and I think, boy, this is going to be really tough. Or the other way around, I think, yeah, this should be, hard. But the truth is in playing it, right? And you kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right, so we got a par 4 410 yarder. Our pin location is just over the edge of a bunker, which is going to make things interesting.
Right.
All tee shots bounce 5 yards to the right. Just for Scott's knowledge.
All righty.
Let's see. I guess you're out of momentums at this point, so you can't use that. And you've got a wind, so you're going to bounce 5 right, but you got a wind that's going to take you 5 left.
Yeah. So driver down the middle.
All right. 32. Sorry about that.
22.
Going right.
So 65 right, 45.
65 right, 45, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He's out in the rough, way out there.
And he's going to bounce 5 more to the right.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that'll be 50 right altogether. And then he's going to get 15 roll.
Yep.
All right.
And we'll have to, I don't know if you're going to be blocked by trees or not. We'll have to take a quick look at that.
Okay.
We can do that next time.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I think he's going to be back far enough. He'll be.
He might be okay.
Yeah. All right. Who is up?
See, it looks like Nicklaus is. So I want to use a momentum. I don't think so. We'll just go ahead and hit away. Oh, I should have. Oh, all right. Now, I told you he can hit wildly at times, and this is going to be an example of it. So he's going to go 265 right 30.
At the tree, but you go 5 right, though, right?
30. Yeah, that's one of those where I never know whether or not it actually applies to a shot that, goes to a place where you wouldn't get any roll. And I don't know. I'll defer to whatever you guys think on this.
However you normally play it.
Well, how I normally play it, I would say no. He's not going to get the bounce.
Okay, then he won't get the bounce.
He's just gonna be stuck there under a tree.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So, and if that's the way you were playing it through your tournament, then there's no sense in changing it now.
All right.
Well, that wasn't horrible, though. I'll tell you. All right. I'm going to aim 5 left.
With your driver?
Yeah, I'm going to hit the driver. Yeah. Sorry. 24 is a 5. Oh, it's going to go more left. Lovely.
So on the fly, it goes 260 left 25.
260 left 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the rough.
Yep. And then you bounce 5 right.
Okay, so then I'm in the intermediate rough.
And then you've got 25 roll, assuming that you're taking it from the intermediate rough. So.
Okay. I believe it's all intermediate rough, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're at 285 left 25. So that, yeah, you're in great shape.
Yeah.
Compared to us.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sure.
All right. All right, so Nicklaus is up. I'm going to play aggressive here. I'm limited to a 5-iron, but that'll be plenty of clubs. So 145, let's see, 4. Well, I don't want to be in that bunker. I'd rather hit it a little bit long. I'm going to hit an 8-iron knockdown. It's weird that you can hit a knockdown when you're in the trees, but APBA doesn't forbid that. So, all right, I'll just roll here. 45 is a 4, which is his average eye. I'll take that, and hopefully the trees won't hang me up here. I lost 10 because of the trees. So it goes 390 left 5.
80, 85, 90. Left?
Yeah, 390 left 5.
Okay, so right in front of the 3.
Is it on the green? I think it's on the green.
Yeah, you're on the green.
Yep.
And I roll 5.
Yeah.
Right, you're right at the 3 pin.
Yeah. So a straight and a diagonal.
Yep.
Diagonal. Yep.
So 27 feet away.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay. All right. Now Arnie's up, and I'm just going to do a real quick check because I've got the ball marker here. I can do it on my end.
Okay.
You are not blocked.
Okay. What's that distance? 130? Is that 135?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, I'll use my pitching wedge.
Yeah, and I just again I want to remind you that this ball is going to get blown 5 left as well. Just because that wind is constant for the hole.
Yeah.
You don't have a good angle though, so you'd have to work the ball if you wanted to make some adjustment.
Yeah, let's try to work. I'm new with working the ball, so let's try that though. I want to see how it works.
Okay. Yeah, just to explain to people that might know the difference, that might not know the difference between working the ball and aiming. Right. Aiming is when you have a good angle, and it's a much, I don't want to say it's a precise targeting tool, but it's more precise than working the ball. And how well you work the ball is based on whatever your shot making ratings are up here. So to work the ball to the right, you have a B rating with A being the best and C being the worst. So that's just by way of explanation. So you want 5 to the right. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll do 1 dice roll, but it'll roll for both of these things. So the shot roll is a 45. So what's that in the I column?
That's a 4, which is my average.
All right. And do you want to take it?
Yes.
All right. And then you have a 55 in the work the ball in the I column.
That's also a 4.
All right. We'll take the shot. And you go 395 left 10.
375, 80, 90. Left 10.
Yeah.
Is right on the edge of the green.
And there's no green roll.
So he's going to be right there. He's going to be a diagonal and 2 straights away, I think.
Okay. You agree, Dave?
I'm counting. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And just to show you, right? So the shot itself actually went left. You tried to work the ball right, but the result you got canceled that out. You got a -5, so that canceled out the working the ball.
Right.
And then the wind blew you another 5 yards left, so that's why you ended up 10 left.
Okay.
Okay. And so I think you said 2 straights and a diagonal.
2 straights and 1 diagonal.
It'll be 48 feet.
Okay. That's makeable.
It's makeable, he says.
Okay, you're 125 out in the intermediate rough. And because you're in the intermediate rough, you got a couple things going on here. You're going to lose 5 on the carry, but the carry objective takes that into account. If you hit the green, you're going to get an additional 5 yards green roll, and the ball is also above your feet. So that means the ball is going to have a tendency to go left. But you also have a good angle, so you can aim if you want.
All right, I am going to aim. I'm going to aim at the pin,
Okay.
which is 5 to the right.
Okay.
And it's, I know the wind's going to blow back left. It's going to tend to go left. So can I aim 10 to the right?
You could. The other option you'd have is if you knock down the shot, of course, it will travel probably 5 yards less than what you see printed on this pop-up table here, right? But it would cancel out this 5 to the left. So you would not have any wind if you hit a knockdown shot.
Right, because you have to half it, right?
But you can do it whatever way you want to do it.
All right, so this is multiple ways. So I got a 5. I'm going to need 125, which is going to be pitching wedge is 130. And if I knocked it down, it'll go 125, right?
Yeah, I would think.
Let's go knock down pitching wedge.
All right. And of course, it obviously depends on whatever roll you get, right? You know, it's
right. Yeah, I know.
Static.
All right, we're going to hit a knockdown pitching wedge with the at the pin there. Aiming at the pin, yep. All right. 54 on the this is an iron. That's
so none of what we just went through matters because you got
because it went 14. So
okay. Who knows where this?
That's going to go way right.
Well, actually, it goes way left. So 400 left 15.
70, 400 left 15.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Okay, just past the edge of the tree there.
All right, and then you get 5 roll.
All right, I'm out in the rough there.
Yeah, you're out in the rough, right? Yeah, but 405 left 15. Man, you've got to get yourself some better dice. So you'll be 20 yards or 20 yards.
Yeah. All right, let's chip at it. Come on. Approach is 6.
Oh, that's a great number. All right. So you put it 5 feet away.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll take it. Not what I needed when you guys were way off in Never Never Land. That was my chance to get a stroke on you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's a fair point. Okay, Arnie, you're 48 feet away. Playing it safe or going for it?
I'm looking at it.
Oh, look at you. He knows his tournament's coming down to the wire here.
It's got to put the pressure on you.
I'm I'm gonna go for it.
All right, here we go. I'll do my best.
Give me some doubles.
It's a 45.
17.
You left it 4 feet.
Okay.
Go ahead and put out. I'm telling you, like, you have to do something. Okay, 36.
36 is a 24.
You got it. That's
Woo.
it.
Okay.
All right. So you saved par. I guess
Yep.
I'm next. I'm going to play it safe from 27. A double ones. Jeez.
Wow.
I'm
That's
glad
what I
the
wanted.
dice roller is working again for me. I was getting a little concerned that maybe I'd screwed up the code, but yeah, that's a 2. I'm playing it safe.
That was my roll.
It's still in. It's still in. So
One
Brutal.
putt.
Just brutal.
hey, Nick,
Just brutal, man. 61 is 13.
oh, you'll like that. That's it. All right. So how are you guys doing? So you got 3 strokes separating the 2 of you. I mean, Dave, you're what, 2 under for the back 9, and
Yeah.
Justin, you're 1 under for the back 9. We're all actually having a pretty good back 9 at this point.
Back 9 so far has not been bad, yes.
Yeah.
All right, 438 yard par 4.
Are you going to give us your CBS flyover commentary?
Oh, I can, yes, sir. There it is. It is.
I live
Little
for
slight dog rag down there at the 275 yard mark. You will not notice your ball rolling left or right there. You won't want to go in the trees to the right. Our green is kind of a kidney-shaped green with the pin just off the center line, about midway back. And this green is susceptible. There is not much covering it. This is definitely a birdie opportunity if you can hit it long and straight on your drive.
magnificent. Okay. All right. So no wind. And we're not using Dr. Klein's whole notes, so we don't have any whole notes here. Okay, so again, I feel like I'm sitting on these momentum points, but I'm going to continue to do that. I'll just hit the driver. 51, that'll be okay. That's a 2. So that ball, 280 right, 15.
Yep, just fine.
I think I put it about where you told me to. And then 30 roll.
Yeah, you're good.
You're
Fairway.
on the edge there, just fine. Couldn't go out and set it down much better than that. You even short-sighted yourself, or got yourself a good angle.
All right.
Jeez.
Okay,
All right.
Caddie, you're up.
Driver straight away.
All right, here's the roll. 32. Sorry, buddy.
22.
265 right, 50.
50. Woo!
We're making Jester work here.
Yeah, he is 265, which I'm going to have to go on the original line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50
And
is
he's,
right on that edge of the tree line right there.
he's more than 2 squares in, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the back side of the trees, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he's stymied.
Not the drive you wanted there,
Yeah.
Arnold. Maybe this is where he falls apart.
We love
Right.
adversity.
I'm going to aim 5 left there. Because that's done so good for me. 41 is a 6. Well, that's probably good I went left then.
Yeah, you're going to be right down the middle here. We're pretty close to it. 255, right 10.
Nice.
Right down the middle. Yeah.
And 25 roll.
All right. All fairway.
Sweet. Okay, so Arnie, you've got the option of playing safe back to the center line or being aggressive. Your maximum club, if you are aggressive, will be a 7-iron, and you can't aim.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, Matt says left 50 looks like what he shot today. Lots of lost balls.
I think I'm going to play it safe.
Okay, so we'll choose that. And so now we're going to use the play safe tool. And what I need to know is your called distance back to the center line. Keeping in mind that you would like to end up with a good angle if possible on your subsequent shot.
Well, I would like that to be, so I'm calling how far towards the center line I want to go from where I'm at, right?
Correct.
Right. You're 50, so if you call 45,
yeah,
it's going to be a little short. Yeah.
45.
45?
Yes.
Okay. I just click this button and it'll tell us what it is. So you had a 5 adjustment, so you're actually right on the center line.
Oh, not bad.
So you'll have a good angle.
It's not bad.
So you're just sitting there at 265. And you may be up again.
Yep.
In fact, I'm sure you will be.
I am. So now I'm 180, right?
Correct.
I'm going to hit my 6-iron.
Okay. Any aim?
Nope. I tend to go left anyway.
Okay. 42.
Well, it's a 4. It's my average.
All right. So you'll want to take that, I assume.
Yes.
Because that would go right. So you're going to be 440 on the center line with 5 green roll.
440. Okay. 20, 30, 40. 5 green roll is going to put him one straight edge away, it looks like.
Yep.
Good shot, Dave.
Right.
You are 6 feet from the pin.
Wow, real good shot. Jeez.
Right.
Stop
So
that.
it's safe. Yeah, now you can salvage par. It looks like maybe.
What I'm
I
trying.
got to get a birdie to make up a stroke here. That's crazy.
You're 165 out.
All right, 165. I hit my irons of 5.
And you also have a good angle.
Seven iron. It looks like a 7-iron. It looks like it's going to be a 7-iron. 16 plus a little roll. I think a 7-iron. And I tend to go left on that shot. So I'm going to you know what? I got to get close to the pin. I got to hope he hits a freaking good shot. I'm going to go right at the pin. So 5 left.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, 22. Maybe he did. That is he went right. He went 4.
Well, it's good that you aimed left. Otherwise, you'd be really right. So you're at 445. You're in the same spot that Dave was. 445 with no roll.
So I'm one straight edge away. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if you can get closer than 6 feet.
Let's hope.
7.
Ah.
It's got to be tough to do. It's got to be tough to do. All right. Jack's up. 140 out. He's got a good angle. I'm going to aim 5 left. Now let's see, what club do I want?
Driver.
Yeah, 9-iron knockdown. Here we go. 16. Well, that's not a great roll. 15. 435, right 10.
4, 10, 20, 35, right 10?
Yeah, right 10 and no roll.
Right on the green. 1, 2 diagonals and a straight?
Yeah, that sounds right.
2 diagonals and a straight, it seems like to me.
52 feet.
It's gonna make you work for it this time.
I'm gonna play it safe again.
You're gonna play it safe and still make it. Watch.
Well, it's statistically possible, but let's see what happens. I'm not counting on it. 65. One number off. Okay. 18 from 52. That's going to leave him 3 feet away.
I don't think he can miss that. I don't even think he can miss that.
33.
No.
That's in.
Boo. The hometown crowd is booing Nicklaus. Nicklaus, get him out of here.
Nick's up.
All right. I'm going for it, obviously. Come on. 65 is a 20.
It's in from 20.
Wow. I squeezed every inch of that, didn't I?
You're just toying with us. So you birdied that hole.
All right.
Arnie, I'll putt for you.
Yep.
And you got to go for it from that distance. 52.
16.
Really? Wow, that's a great number. That must be.
Wow, that is a great number.
Yeah. So that's in. All
All
right.
right. Salvage that.
You got what you were playing for, Jester. Right?
I'm coming back. I'm coming back here. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
I mean, we're all 2 under for the back 9 here.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is good.
Arnold is at -13. Very nice. Nick Price is at -11. So I am. I'm not even back to where I started yet, but I'm getting there. Okay.
Jack's starting to pick up some putts here on the back 9 compared to the front 9, but that's to be expected.
All right, so we are looking at a par 3, 176 yarder.
This is the one that you get the car with if you get the hole in one.
Whoa, we get a car if we get a hole in one. Nice. We are looking at just past the bunker on the right-hand side. Very accessible, large green, but a short landing zone. 175 yards. It's going to be 170.
Well, and we're gonna have to add 5 yards there because of the hole nut. We lose 5 yards on the carry.
Okay,
right.
So we're looking at 175. What do I need for 175?
And
I'm up, right?
No win.
All right.
The wins are basically been non-existent.
I am all right. I'm going for it, boys. Are you ready for this nonsense? I'm going to hit a knockdown 5-iron. And I'm going to work the ball 10 to the right.
All right, gutsy.
We got to do this. We have got to do this. All right, here we go. So for the iron shot now, here we go. What is the difference between intermediate rough, regular rough, and deep rough? And how do I tell the difference based on the terrain on the hole I'm playing? Great question, though.
Yeah. You want me to take that, or you guys want to do it?
You're the expert. We'll let you do it. I will bring up the screen so he can see maybe a little bit slightly better. Oops, that's not what I wanted. This one. There we go.
Yeah. So intermediate rough is when you're less than 1 square into the rough, meaning the darker green area from the fairway. So it's less than 1 full square in.
So like if I was to land here, you can see I'm like less than 1 full straight edge from the green into the rough, that is considered intermediate rough.
Rough. And with intermediate rough, you get your full fairway roll. And
well, right, yeah.
And if the ball rests in the intermediate rough for your next shot, it is in most cases treated as being in the fairway as opposed to being in the rough.
So you can see here, if the ball would land here, that's intermediate rough. But I would get my full roll. Let's say I get 20 yards fairway roll. I would get all 20 yards along that edge there because it's intermediate rough right along the edge of that. Like that.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Intermediate rough is going to be the color of a regular rough. It's going to be this darker green. But it's just how far off from the fairway you are is intermediate rough. All right. So hopefully that answers your question.
Let me answer the rest of that. So regular rough, of course, would be you're 1 full square or more into the rough, and your roll is halved when your what's called your fairway roll. It's cut in half when you are in the regular rough, and then when you are in deep rough, your ball stops. It doesn't roll through deep rough. But when you go to take your next shot, it's just considered being in the rough. There's no deep rough boards that you have to use.
Yeah, so if I land out here, this is going to be regular rough, and I'm just going to get half of my roll. So let's say I get 20, I would get 10, and I would just go 5, 10. It's like that. And I'd still end up in the regular rough.
Yeah, and
you can have a situation where you land in the rough and then roll and then end up, like, let's say I land here, which is going to be in the regular rough, and I get 10 roll. That would put me there, which is going to be in the intermediate rough now. So you can have a situation where you're in the rough, roll a little bit, and get in the regular rough, or in the vice versa, you could end up in the intermediate rough, like say here, and roll and end up in the deep rough, or in the regular rough, sorry.
So to talk about deep rough, we'd have to go to a different hole because there is none on this. But if you go to 12, there is deep rough up closer to the green. Yes. So that's deep rough. And if a ball lands in the deep rough, it does not roll. It stops immediately. Or if it rolls into the deep rough, it stops immediately. And in this case, what I'm about to say wouldn't apply because it's within 100 yards of the green, or actually of the pin. But when you are in deep rough and you're further out than that, you have an automatic buried lie. And when you have a buried lie, there's all kinds of other bad things that can happen to your shot. You can be limited in terms of what club you can use. If most of the time you can't use more than a pitching wedge, there are exceptions to that. Sometimes you can use up to a 7-iron with that. But those are the general differences. Some of these things are talked about over here on the Caddie Notes tab that I mentioned last night. So if you look at some of these things that are in here, it will give you some more detail. And obviously, everything that we've just said is in the APBA rulebook too, and goes into more depth in the rulebook. It just may be a little tougher for you to find it in the rulebook.
And also, I would highly recommend you watch Scott's new Game Caddie Play channel, where he'll actually play the holes, and you can kind of see and hear Scott working through how the rules work on the holes he's playing, which is very educational. Okay, so I guess it's my shot. Here we go. So what we decided to do, something crazy, right?
So at this point, I've got you with a 5-iron knockdown, working the ball 10 yards to the right.
Is there anything else I can... Let's go. Here we go. Boom. 35 with an iron is a 5. That's my average W, believe it or not. Oops. That sounds like a good thing. Now, ooh. Do I want to take that, though?
Yeah,
now,
and
okay, so the question is, so here's the great thing, right? You have to decide this before you work. You know how you work the ball, right?
Correct.
Ah, see. Yes, I am going to take the average W because it'll keep it towards the center of the fairway one way or the other.
Yeah, and just not to confuse people, I know you know what you're talking about, but it's the average I, because you're using a 5-iron, right? So
yes. All right, and now I work the ball. Let's see what I do here. 14. Oh no, that's a 15 on the I column.
All right, let's see what happens. So this shot goes 170, right 20.
Oh, you're kidding me. 50, 60, 70, 5, 10, 15, 20, just off.
But you're going to get 5 rolls, so you're going back on the green.
Okay, I'm back on. Yep, I'm a straight and a diagonal away.
Yeah.
How did it end up being so? The work in the ball killed me. Ah.
It added another 10. You worked a 10, and it went an additional 10.
Wow. That was.
So you're
All
27 feet away.
Had that good first roll and a terrible second roll.
Okay, it looks like Jack is up. 175.
Says, excellent. Thank you, Jens, for answering the question. No problem, my friend. No problem. And here is Game Caddie 6756. Is that your YouTube?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. Is that your special handle?
It's not mine. I don't know. I mean, if it is, I don't know about it.
That's his secret password to get in the system. So.
Okay, good. I'm going to hit a 6-iron knockdown. And I am not going to work the ball. 44 is a 4, which is his average I, but I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take the bonus. We'll just take the shot.
Right, you want it to go right.
Yeah, so 165, right 5. And then 50, it rolls 5.
50, 60, 5, right 5, and then rolls 5. So you're a straight edge? Wow, that sucks.
So I am 9 feet away. All right. Let's go, Arnie.
All right. Hit my 6-iron and work the ball right 5.
Anything else?
Nope.
24.
That's my average 4.
You want to take it?
No, you don't. Because you want it to go right.
Well, it will depend on what your work the ball result is.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm going to go with work the ball.
So you're not going to take your bonus here.
No.
Okay. 63 is the work the ball number.
Off the iron number, right?
Correct.
14.
All right.
Oh, we were right too. Jeez.
So you go 170, right 5.
So 50, 60, 70, right 5. Oh, that's not bad.
And then you roll 5.
He's a diagonal away.
Right.
Oh.
12 feet.
Oh, because his working ball was a -5. Awesome.
Okay, Dick. 27 feet.
All right, going for it. Come on, let's nail this sucker. What do I need? 27. I need a 1 to 7. All right. Come on. Oh, that's probably not going to do it. 17.
So that's 3 feet.
And a 23.
Then up to 28. All right, so you got a par. Looks like Arnie, you're next.
Yep, we're going for it.
All right. 32.
20.
Foot away. And 64.
29.
Really? Wow, that's still good. Up to 30. All right. And Jack will go for it from 9. 61 is an 11. That's going to be in. Up to 20. Okay. You guys are still 2 strokes apart here.
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's, par 3s are generally not birdie opportunities, at least on this course.
All right, we have a huge bunker right at the 300-yard mark. This is a slight dog leg at the 310 mark. Our green is way to the left, and the green is completely surrounded by trees, almost circular around the tree, around the green. Do not want to go right. You will be stymied in some thick trees over there. All right, 443-yard par 4.
Yeah, the only advantage of going right, of course, you don't want to go as far right as being in the trees, but it would give you a good angle on your shot.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of a risk reward situation. I'm going to go ahead and use a momentum because I hate to get stuck with these. This isn't the kind of hole where it really gives me a big advantage, but it's better than taking the chance of going into those trees because it's going to leave me short-sighted, and the pin is 10 yards off the center line. So use my momentum point. Well, I'll hit the driver. His average W is a 3. I'll go ahead and take it. Bonus. We lose 5 on. I didn't see this. I'm going to lose 5 on the carry due to the wind. So this shot goes 265 left 10.
Yep, fine.
And then roll 30.
10, 20, 30, just fine. 290 left 10.
295 left 10, yeah.
295 left 10, okay.
Okay, Nick, you're up.
I'm up. Oh. Lovely. He normally hits it right, but his last 3 drives, he's hit it left. So do I continue?
I'm pretty sure that whichever you pick, it'll do the opposite.
I'm sure. You know what? I'm going to aim 5 left. No, make that 10 left. I'm going to go 10 left.
Okay.
I don't want to go in the trees, and I don't want to go in the bunker. 64 is a 4, which is my average W.
And that will go right.
And that will go right. So I will actually not. I want to take the 4, not my average W.
Okay. That'll leave you with a good angle, I think.
Right. Well, I don't know because I was going 10 left.
Yeah. No, I did the math in my head. 260 right 5.
Okay. 260 right 5. All right.
And then roll 25.
All right. I'm good. I'm just in front of that bunker. Holy cow!
That's a great shot. Really.
I could. Yeah. What happened there? Whew. Got a good one.
Yeah, by aiming 10 left, I think you avoided being in either the rough or the intermediate rough.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay. All right, I'll hit my driver. No adjustment.
All right. 25.
That's a 3.
All right, so you're going to be over by me a little bit. 265, left 15, and roll 30.
15.
Yep.
Yeah, he's right up with you. Yeah.
295,
Exactly.
left 15. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's 5 to the left of me. Yeah.
Left 15. Yeah. Yeah. Just left of you. Right.
Nick, you're
All
up.
right. I'm way back, aren't I? I'm not like one of the big boy hitters.
You're 160, but you have a good angle.
All right, we're gonna aim at the. We're gonna aim 5 left of the center line.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I don't want to go too far left because I tend to go left anyways. I need a club now. What is it? 160?
Yes, sir.
All right, 160 is a 7 iron. I'm gonna hit a knockdown 7 iron. Let's go, Nick. Come on, baby. Put it on the pin. 36 with an iron is a 13. Lovely.
So you end up going right. 445, right 15.
4, 10, 20, 30, 45. Right 15.
Yes.
Oh, I'm in the bunker. Boom.
Yep. Splat.
Right in the bunker. Wow.
Tough roll. All right, Jack's up. And I'm going to work the ball left 5. 54. And I'm going to hit an 8 iron knockdown. 56. Okay, this will not be probably good. 16. And then a 13. The 4. So it goes 430, 15 left.
4, 10, 20, 30, 15. Right on the edge of the green.
Is that green?
I don't know. It's
You tell me. You're the commit. You're the.
I mean, it's so close. I would call it either way. So whatever.
It looks like it's off the edge of the green.
Do you?
All right.
Okay.
Dave says it's off. He's got the whirly bird.
All right. So while you've got your goggles on, Dave, it's going to roll 5. Now what is it?
Now it's back on the edge of the green.
So would you
Okay.
say I'm a diamond away?
Yes.
A diamond.
Yes.
A diamond. I don't know what I'm talking about. A
Diagonal,
diamond away.
yeah.
Okay. That worked out well in unexpected ways. Not how it was drawn up.
Great.
Okay, Arnie, you're up. 155. Short side.
Shoot my 8 iron. Work the ball left 5.
Anything else?
Okay. Yep.
25.
4. That's my average.
Are you gonna take it? Your bonus? That shot would go to the right.
Yeah, I think I want to work the ball.
But are you gonna take your average eye bonus?
If you don't, it's
Yes,
going to
I
go more
will.
right.
Yes, I will.
All right. And you're at 63 as you work the ball roll.
14.
That's way.
And that's in the icon, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you end up right on the center line, 440.
Okay.
With no roll.
No roll. 2 straights. 2 straights.
Yeah, I think you're right. 2 straights away. 20 feet. All right, Nick, you're in the sand trap. Now let's look at something. This is good because sometimes people don't know how to play this. So you got a little lie club message here. It says, and this was due to the lie roll that the game caddy did for you. Sand trap, reduce putting distance by 50% manually for shots on the green. So I'll show you how to do that. But so you just go ahead and plan your shot. Your call distance is 25 yards. Let's see if you have a sand point. You do. You've got 2 sand points, so you could use that if you wanted to.
I would like to use the sand point. Yes.
Yeah, you'll be hitting from the fairway column instead. So we'll click on that, and you've got a good angle. So where do you want to aim for?
I would like to aim for the pin.
For the pin itself, okay. And of course, this only applies if your ball ends up on the green. If it ends up, off the green, then we ignore it, right?
Okay.
So do your dice roll.
All right. 31 approach is a 5.
All right, so this shot goes 440 left 5.
440. So let's go 10, 20, 30, 40 left. Okay, so I'm one straight edge away.
All right, and so the calculator tells me that that's 7 feet. So that would be, you're 3.5 feet away. So you got to make at least a 4-foot putt in order to. So you saved yourself a little distance there.
Yeah.
I'll just edit the putt distance in here manually, and we'll click on this to register the shot. So that's how you do it. Pretty simple.
Oh, nice. Good to see that. It's good.
Okay, we're all on the green, so let's go over to the putting boards. And Arnie, you're out at 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm going for it too.
All right. 33.
Ooh, it sounds good.
5.
You're in.
It's in.
Bam. Yes.
Sorry, Jester. He's making it tough to catch him. Okay, I'm out 10. Nice job. We'll go for it, of course. 56 is a 24 from 10. Misses it by 2. Put out here. 34. 27, not a great number, but it's in from that distance. All right. Nick, 4 feet. Come on, buddy. You can do this.
51 is a 17.
That's going to be in. Up to 26.
All right.
So you got a sand save.
Yeah, I did. I should get a award for that or something. I was thinking maybe the car. I would like the car.
Yeah, you might get a sand pail for the beach or something. I'm not sure.
I get plenty of sand pails out in the garage.
I'll bet you do, given where you live. All right. So we got 3 holes to play here. You guys are 3 strokes apart. All it takes
3 holes to play. All tee shots carry 5 extra yards on this one. It's only 160, 165, right 5. So you need a 160. You need a 160 shot.
Arnie, you're up.
Yeah. 8 iron.
Okay.
I'm not going to adjust it.
All right. 65.
5.
So it goes 155 left 5.
125, 35, 45, 50, 155 what?
Left 5.
So no green or no roll?
No roll if he's on the green.
Yeah, he's on the green. 2 diagonals.
Yep.
All right. So you left yourself a 33-foot putt.
Okay. Another challenge. Another opportunity.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Now this is where I'd like to have a momentum, but I didn't get a birdie in that last hole. So we'll have to actually do some thinking here. 160. Okay. 7 iron. knock down, and I'm not going to work the ball or anything. We'll just take the shot. Oh, bad roll. 15. It's going to be 155, right 20.
35, 35, 45. 155 what?
Right 20.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, just in the front edge of that tree there.
Yeah, I would say yeah. So I don't get any roll. The ball just stays there, and I'm in the regular rough.
Yep.
Because it's less than 1 full square into the tree. But I'm getting lots of shade. That's the nice thing.
That is true. All right, what are we looking? 160. With an iron 5 is a 7 iron. Six iron. I'm gonna hit a knockdown 6 iron.
All right.
And I tend to go left, so I'm gonna work the ball right 5.
Okay.
I feel confident. 43 on the iron is an 18.
33 was an 18?
43 was an 18, yes.
43, okay.
Yes. 13 is on an iron is a 6 in the working the ball.
All right.
Let's find out where this sucker went.
160, left 15.
125, 30, 40, 50, 60, left 15?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the bunker out there. That's nice.
Another day at the beach.
Well, I don't feel so bad about being on the green now.
That's funny. Okay, you're up, Jester. This time you just have a good lie in the sand trap, if you want to think of it that way. You're 20 to the pin, so there's nothing for you to do other than just take the shot. Go ahead and roll the dice.
Can I use the sand set point again?
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Yes, you absolutely can.
I would like to use the sand point again.
Yep, good catch. Damn, thought I would get away with that.
I thought you did too. 5 on the approach.
So you end up being 5 feet away.
Oh my gosh!
If
Nice.
you hadn't used that sand point, my guess is you'd be 7 feet away. So that's actually good. That puts you in a much better position to make a par. All right, I'm 15 out to the pin. I'm just in the rough. Roll the dice, 34, another bad roll. 15. So I'm going to be 13 feet away. Oops, I hit the wrong button. I'm going to change this back to 13. On green. Okay, well, on the green here, and Arnie, you're long. Safe or go?
I'm going to play this one safe.
All right. 64.
29.
Yeah, that's his bad number, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so it's a good thing you played it safe. That's going to leave you only 4 feet away.
Yeah, it was a good time to miss it and play that.
Yeah. Can we put out?
Yeah, we'll put out here, I guess. Don't get another 64. 12.
22.
That's it. All right, so you par.
Yep.
It looks like Jack's out. 13 feet. He'll go for it. 52 is a 21 from 13. Not going to be good. Less than a foot. And he'll put out. He's going to bogey this hole. 33. Huh? You did that last time.
Oh, you did, Dave. You made up another stroke, man.
Hey.
There you go. Oops, sorry. Nick, you're up.
Oh, you're going to let me do it? Okay. 52 is a 21.
That's good. From 5.
Oh, okay.
All right. You guys both gained a stroke here.
Yes. Coming back. Coming back. Par 5.
It looks like Dave is leading on the back 9 here over both of us. He's 3 under, and Jester, you and I are 2 under on the back 9.
Ah, that's all right. He's got a 3-shot lead on me.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. And he's in second place in the tournament because the other guy was only 13 under. He's 14 under.
Yep. That's right. That's right. Both of those things you said are correct.
Good job, Dave.
Arnie, you're going to be up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got any wind. We don't have any wind, but we lose 5 yards on all tee shots and second shots.
All right. I'll hit my driver. No adjustment.
All right. 31.
That's a 3.
And so that's going to go 265 left 15. And that'll be in the fairway. And you're going to get 30 roll.
Good deal.
That's exactly what he hit last time. Exactly. Yep. 295 left 15. I almost remembered it right off the top. Can't complain about that.
Nope.
And Nick, you're up.
Oh, I'm up? Oh, yeah, because you bogeyed.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, just a driver.
Thanks for remembering.
Just a regular driver, nothing fancy. 64 is a 4. That is my average.
You taking it?
Yep, I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay. 260, right 10, and roll 25.
Yep, perfect. Just short of that bunker.
It only took us 17 holes to finally get both of us to be able to tee off in front of Nicklaus.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll learn a thing or two. Okay. All right. And I can use a bounce back. All right, so I will. So we'll put a 3 in there. Take this. So 265 left 10, roll 30. So
yeah, that's fine.
Left 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right up there beside me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick. Show us the way. Oh, I got to put another -5 in here.
Okay, I am
285.
Looking at something around the. I'm going to lay up. I'm going to look at the 500-yard marker. Can you tell me how far I have to hit it?
Oh yeah, sure. 500. Okay.
I think that's 500. I can't see, these numbers are so small.
215. Yeah, I think that's where you'd be looking at.
Yeah. Okay. 215.
So 215 is the actual distance. It's going to play like 220 though because of this -1 here.
Right. Okay. Let's just hit a 5-wood up there. See what happens. Or do I want to hit a 2-iron? Let's go with the 2-iron. Sorry.
2-iron. Okay.
Yeah, 2-iron. All right. 26 with an iron wood is a 35. I killed it, didn't I?
I don't know what with the 2-iron. You hit it straight, I think, pretty straight. So 485 right 5.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, 15 roll.
Okay, beautiful. I'll take it. Just where I was almost thinking about going to.
500 right 5. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Before you couldn't drop the ball better than that.
Yeah, and I got a nice angle to the pin too.
That's right.
All right, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right, Nicklaus. Now, does he want to try to blast it there? 3, 4 wood, 245. Oh, why not? I mean, this is silly. This is good.
You got a 20-shot lead with 1 hole to play, so
yeah.
What's the worst that can possibly go wrong?
15 is a 2.
You can't even get in the water in this hole.
No, but I bet I am in a bunker. That's okay. 545, right 10. Let's see what happens here.
10, 25, 35, 45, right 10.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to need Dave with his glasses on this one. It looks like it's in front of the bunker, and then you can roll into the bunker.
545, right?
Yeah, 545, right 10.
Looks like it lands, or might land right in the bunker. I can't tell. It's too. These par fives are so small.
Yeah.
It's in the bunker.
Okay, just leave it
Okay.
there and call it a sand trap. This is a par 5. You know, again, the par 5s on this course play pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay, Arnie, you're 275 out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit my 3-iron
Okay,
straight away.
66
Huh,
Oh,
that's,
jeez.
that's a 3.
in the W.
What's that?
It's a W column. Remember, 4-iron, 3-iron.
Oh,
2-iron,
sorry,
W.
sorry. Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. That's a 1.
Yeah. 515 left 5.
5, 15, 5, 10, 15. Oh, he's in the bunker.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
I have to get a set of those goggles, Dave. Where'd you get them from?
Oh, I got them at a hobby shop. You can get them on Amazon.
I bet you I could use my little painting ones. I think the painting ones would work.
Yeah.
Are these for painting or are these?
I'd get them for modeling, but you can change the lenses out for different magnifications.
Okay.
So, Nick, the price is 60 yards out, and you're currently targeted at the pin. You want to leave it there or change it?
I am going to change it to the pin.
No, it is on the pin. You don't need to change
Oh, I'm
it.
sorry. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yes, I will
Just
leave
leave
it
it?
on the pin. Yeah,
Okay.
leave it on the pin. I have to. I gotta hope I can hit one. I mean, one shot. Like he's got to hit one shot this whole round, doesn't he? This is an approach. That is a 4 for me on the approach.
Okay.
And 1 is a 4.
So this ball ends up at 555 left 10.
You're kidding me? 25, 35, 45, 55, left 10. That's going to be in the rough off the green there.
Yep.
One diagonal away, though.
But you can't putt from the rough, so.
I know. It was just.
Although and I've seen it in real, golf where people do that, but APBA frowns on it. Okay, so Arnie, you're going to get to reduce whatever your remaining putting distance is by 10%.
Okay.
And you're 45.
And I've got a sand point too I can use, right?
Yep. And you're short-sighted, so you have to. If you're going to target something, it has to be on the center line.
Okay.
Just
I'm
leave it
at
where it is, or are you going to move it?
45, so yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Yep.
44.
That's a approach, so that's a 3.
That'll be good. Okay, so it's 0 right or left 5, so that gives you the opportunity to put the ball right on the pin.
Yep.
You end up with 3, so we reduce that by 10%. I'm not sure that reduces it at all.
Exactly. Yeah. 10%. 10%.
Yeah.
You can deduct 2 inches from your putt.
Great shot.
Yeah, nice one. Nice. Out of the bunker out of there? Wow, that's not bad.
So I've got a bad lie in the bunker, right? So additional putting distance has already been added in there. So whatever my shot result is, it's going to be an additional 8 feet from that.
Ooh.
Okay, so
right.
let's see. I'm 20 to the pin. I don't have any sand points. That's, of all the Nicklaus has, I said last night, I think the best APBA card I've ever seen, but he doesn't have any sand points. So I guess that
he doesn't. Yeah, because he doesn't typically get in the sand.
Doesn't need them, right? So at 34, these bed rolls are coming now. 15, right? We'll take the shot. So now he's 21 feet away for the putt. So that added an additional 13 feet.
13, yeah.
All right, get that ball in the green. And Nick, you just got a little 5-footer or 5-yarder here.
6 on the approach.
You're 4 feet away.
Nice.
For par. All right, Jack will go for it from 20.
I laid up so that I would have a great opportunity, and then one bad roll. One bad roll.
13 is a 25. So he misses this by 5 feet. This could be another bogey here. 21 is a 20. That's going to be okay from 5, right?
Yeah.
So that's in. All right, Nick, 4 feet.
62 is a 12. That should
That's
be
in. All right, you say par. Arnie, 3 feet.
Come on, buddy.
22. Oh,
4.
that extra 3 inches didn't seem to make a difference. Yeah. All right. So you birdied that hole.
Yes.
Man, you're having a great back 9 here.
Yeah, super good.
4 under.
Super good.
You're now at 15 under going into the last hole here. And in fact, you may tie or win this particular round the way you're playing.
Love it.
He was sandbagging us last night.
I think he was. I think he was.
He mentioned $100 a hole to me. Did he say that to you too?
No, he didn't mention that to me, but yeah.
It's in your email somewhere.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't check my email though.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we actually have some wind on this one. You want to give us our last flyover?
Last flyover of the. We're gonna go big because this is the last one, boys. Here we go. This is Los Angeles, hole number 18, par 4, 451 yards. It is a lovely. Balls landing in the right rough are gonna pitch 10 yards to the right, as there is a huge mountain that we're driving down. And the green here is, whoa, it's the only pin on the right-hand side. So if you hit it right of the center line, which is dangerous to begin with, you're going to short side yourself. Not much room on the fairway. Lots of rough on this one. But no water, unfortunately. Ooh.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So we do have some headwind on this. It's variable headwind, so we won't know what the effect is until after the shots are taken. And Arnie, you're up.
You gonna switch your screen there, Jester?
No. It's all about me, man.
You're gonna have to do it by
It
feel.
should be all about me.
Yeah. Play this one blindfolded, right? I'm gonna hit my driver straight away.
Okay.
Feeling confidence. The confidence is building.
21.
That's a 5.
All right. And you did not get any wind. So 260 left 15.
Perfect. Right on the fairway.
Yep.
And 25 roll.
Keeps me there. Yep. On the fairway.
All right. Nick, you're up.
Okay. We're going to go 5 left again. I've been doing that, and it's been working okay, so I'm going to... There's more room to the left than there is right. Let's hope. And I'm going to hit the driver again, sorry. 45 is a 5. It's going left again.
All right, so you did get some wind, and unfortunately, it was kind of a quartering wind. So you lost 10 yards, and it blew you 10 more left. So your shot went 250.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You give Dave no win and nothing, and you give me minus 10 and 10 left? Are you kidding?
Well, it seems to me a Caddie 2 is working just the way that I programmed it.
Jeez. Where in the hell did I end up?
You're in the rough, I think. You missed the trees. and you're going to get 15 roll, I think. You should be at 265 left 30.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Wow, way out there in the rough. All right.
All right. Let's see what Jack does. I actually liked your idea of hitting a little bit to the left. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hit 5 to the left as well. All right, let's roll this. 46, 32. No wind, of course.
So they had nothing, and you had nothing. There was one little gust just as I was teeing off.
It was a Santa Ana breeze that caught you. 285, right 15.
285, right 15. Intermediate.
Okay. Yeah, so I want to draw your attention to the whole note here, okay? I only count, I count rough as rough, not as intermediate rough. So this isn't something I'm making up on the spot, but I have no way of proving that. I don't pitch 10 yards right because it's in the intermediate rough, not the rough. Other people might interpret that differently. To me, those are different animals, but
it's fine.
Yeah, 40 yards roll. So 325 right 15.
Jeez.
And I'm still in the intermediate rough.
Yep.
Okay, Nick, what do you think?
I got this steady headwind. It blew my hat off. That's what I think.
But I guess the point is it's not steady.
It's steady in my face. Yes.
Who is
You
that?
guys don't feel it.
Who is that Peanuts character? Pigpen.
That must be that black cloud that's following around above my head there.
Yeah, you're like Pigpen from Charlie Brown.
Exactly. What is my distance? I can't even read it there.
It's 195.
I don't know if I'd even have a club that goes that far. I'm just gonna hit a 5-iron up there. I'm just gonna go for the center line. I don't know where it's gonna go coming out of the rough like this, so 41. That is a 6.
Okay. So you lost 5 on the shot. So it went 420 left 10.
420 left 10.
Yeah.
510. That's a rough out there.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Left 10. Yeah, correct. I'm sorry.
Rolls 5.
5 roll.
Okay.
All right, Arnie.
170, right?
Yeah, 170.
I'll use my 7-iron.
Okay, and again, you know, I know you guys don't play the game as much as I do. I'll just remind you, if you knock down the shot, it will cut in half any wind that might pop up here. But I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that's an option.
Yeah, no, I'm going to stick with my
7-iron?
Yep.
All right.
We're ready.
35.
That's a 4. That's my average.
And you want to take it?
Yep.
Okay. And you lost 10 yards because of the headwind.
Okay.
So 435 right on the center line.
Yep.
3.
Diagonal and 2 straights.
Yep.
Yep.
44 feet out.
44. That's doable.
Yeah, you're on the green.
Yeah.
All right. Now I didn't say this because I didn't want to jinx either of you guys, but this whole note, the way I've been playing, applies not just to tee shots, but it applies to subsequent shots as well, or at least WI shots. So if I end up in the rough, you know, to the right of the center line up by the green, I have to go an additional 10 yards to the right. Okay.
Right.
So, all right. 125. I'm in the intermediate rough. I get an extra 5 yards carry with that. So that leaves me with a carry objective of 125. And in the 4 column, that's going to be a gap wedge, but I'm going to knock this down. So I'm going to hit a pitching wedge and knock it down. And let's just see where it goes. 41 is a 5. So I go 445 left 10. So I went to the opposite side of the. So I'm in the rough as well, right?
Yep.
And I don't get any roll. It just sits there.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, and that I had a -10 and a left 10 headwind, so that got cut in half. But that's why it blew me all the way over there.
Ah.
Hey, Nick, you're up. You're 30 to the pin. You have a good angle.
Yep, going right at the pin.
All righty.
Right at it. 64, approach of 5.
So you got one of those -5, right, left 5s. So you're hitting from the south. So that means the ball is sitting actually on the pin location number 6.
Yeah.
And then you'd go to the right, of course,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So you'd be 1 straight away.
Got it. Yep. Makes sense.
Did I do that right? I didn't do that. I didn't do that right. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to acknowledge I didn't do it right. What I should have said was you're actually 5 right of pin location number 6. That's what I should have done, and then you would be able to choose right or left from then. In which case you probably would have chosen to be on the green, and you would have chosen to be at pin location 6, which would have left you 1 diagonal.
Oh, right, because I was going for the pin.
Exactly.
Short would be straight edge from. So yeah, you put it as a diagonal. Put it as a diagonal.
No,
that's fine. No. That's because that's where I would end up as a diagonal.
Right. I just let me edit this real quick.
Let's just change it out and then just make it right. Yeah, we caught it in time. It's no big deal. I was seeing what you were saying, but then I realized 5 short of the pin location would actually be in the middle of the fairway there. Or I'm sorry, middle of the green. And then if I move it 5 left, it would put me at the 6. Yeah. At the pin location is 6.
In my head, I was thinking you were targeting the center line, not the pin.
And so was I. When you said that, I was thinking, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. But no, I wasn't. You're right.
So it added another 2 feet here for you.
And that'll probably cost me. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay, and I'm 15 out in the rough. So all I got to do is this. 53 is a 4. And that's going to put me 10 feet away. All right. Jump over here to the putting boards. Arnie, you're out at 44, but you're putting for a birdie.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Oh man, he's going for the glory here.
He is going for the glory.
Come on.
46. He's not going to be happy with that.
Yeah, 26.
All right, so that is going to leave you 7 feet away.
Okay.
Ooh, uh-oh.
You want to put out?
Should be the
Yeah, I'll
final.
go ahead. Going for it.
Don't 3-putt on the last hole.
Oh, should have had that one last time.
Boom, he's in.
Yeah. All right, so now it's Jack, 10 feet. He'll go for it. Oh, okay. He's going to bogey this hole, 33 from 10 feet. He's going to miss it by 4. And Nick, why don't you putt so Jack can have the last putt of the.
Oh, sure. I've got you.
This is a courtesy thing.
Ooh, 22. Maybe I actually made one. That's a 4. I made it.
Nice.
Good job. All right, from 4 feet for the money. Oh my goodness, 34, 27 from 4 feet. It's good for a par or higher, and he's going for a bogey, so that's it.
Wow. That concludes an awesome, in-depth and long and drawn-out tournament that finally is concluded. Do you finally feel a little relief, a little
How do
sadness?
I
It's
feel?
over?
Yeah, I feel a tremendous sense of satisfaction, and yet at the same time, I'm thinking about it. I want to write this up for the the website, and there's lots to unpick here. So that's still got a big job ahead of me before I can put this tournament totally out of my mind.
No, it was Arnold Palmer definitely did well on the back 9.
Well, but both of you guys beat Nicklaus, or beat me on the back 9. I was 1 under. Jester, you were 2 under, and Dave, our sandbagger here, was 4 under. Right. And he got Palmer to finish second overall in the whole tournament.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really my 2 goals there, was to finish second and make sure I finished ahead of Price. So,
And Nick Price will end up tied for 6th overall.
Oof. Well, it was a challenging. I just don't know how Nick Price did so well. I find it interesting that you were able to get him through all those other rounds so well and put him at such a good position, and then I messed it all up. I feel bad.
Let's look. You had 29 putts on this course. That's a lot of putts. Dave and I both had 27, and that might not sound like a big difference, but in the game of golf, 2 strokes is a big difference, right?
Yeah.
So it got a little bit better on the back 9, where you, particularly the last, 7 holes, with the exception of 14 here, you 1-putted. So you turned things around, but it was just a little too late, really.
A little too late, yeah.
Yeah, too many putts had been added up. Look at this. You had 2 sand saves on the back 9. Now it's not great that you ended up in the sand, but you were able to recover from it. The thing that hurt Price is, in addition to the putting, was only 44% greens in regulation, right? And and Arnie, beat both of us on fairways and greens in regulation. A really good round. Nicklaus started off, like as you said, on fire yesterday at the beginning of the tournament, but after that it was it got a little bit better here.
And if you take these first 4 holes out, he was only 1 under. He was only 1 under, yeah.
but his age started to show here, you know, at the very end, you know.
Yeah, just couldn't.
But again, you know, putting is so much of APBA golf comes down to putting, right? And you look at the total length of putts that Nicklaus made, 98.5 feet, you know, compared to Price, only 63 feet. You know, Palmer was close at 91.5. But those are the kinds of things that are real separators.
Awesome. Yeah, that was good. That was great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun to try and pull it all together there. And, you know, it's almost kind of bad that we took over for you, a couple players, because, you know, we kind of skewed those players a little bit.
Oh,
Dave did well, so that helped.
But no, I don't feel that way at all. You know, you remember I had a cut list of a bunch of players that didn't play well at all the first two rounds, right? So it's I'm fully capable of having bad rounds. And having said that, nobody had a bad round here. You know, Price finished overall 1 over. That's not a bad round, trust me. You know, I played Tom Watson in this tournament, and he shot an 86. Not on Los Angeles, a different course, but you know that's a bad round.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim says, thanks, Jester, Scott, and Dave. Appreciate it, you guys coming by and checking out the video, of course.
Yep.
And be sure to check it out. I think it'll end up over on the Game Caddie site sometime in the near future. So
everybody's welcome.
That was a lot of fun. That was a good time. We'll have to do it again. We'll have to grab some more golfers. We'll have a new course, and we'll try it out and see how we do.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much, guys. I had a blast, and I really appreciate the amount of time that you volunteered to help me out with this little project. Very much appreciated, and I don't owe you one. I owe you a bunch. So
no, you don't. You don't notice anything. You already done more than enough. The thousands and thousands of hours you put into the Game Caddie, and how much time and effort that has saved me just in the last year and a half is well worth the effort. Few hours that I've given you is well worth it. Let me tell you.
So when do you think you'll release this updated version of the Game Caddie then?
Real soon.
Seems really solid. It seemed really solid.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the problem is I've only used it on my machine, right? And oftentimes when I put stuff out for other people to test, sometimes I get a response and sometimes I don't. It's not predictable. So what I have found is at this stage with the Game Caddie, it's pretty solid. So I put it out there and kind of cross my fingers, and if somebody finds something that's a problem, then I work on it. But for the most part, it works well enough for the vast majority of people that I don't have to do a recall at the last minute. And hopefully, I haven't jinxed myself by making that.
I'll try and use it a little bit and see if I can get my little thing to come up, and I'll let you know.
That would be great because of the people who have had problems, Jester, you're among the leaders in that category. There's something about your setup that is unique that I'm not able to replicate. So I would be thrilled if you would test this version out as much as you can.
I will. I'll try and do a live stream sometime in the near future-ish. Maybe this weekend if I can get around to it. I've already got something scheduled for Friday night, and so we'll see how it goes from there.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Anyways, we'll talk about this offline. Everybody, thank you so much. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Obviously, we got Dave's Gaming Cave. Dave, anything coming up on the channel?
No, I'm working through Interceptor Ace Volume 2 right now, and I did get a notice from DVG that they shipped to me, so I'm hoping it gets here before the weekend, so I'll have it before I leave town. Otherwise, I may have to have my wife ship it to me in Indiana so I can open it up. So
you're working in Indiana for a little while then?
Oh, well, that's where we're going to move to. So, yeah, I'm going to relocate. So I start Monday with my new job. So.
Oh, okay. So you're going to move over there ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, while we sell
well, that's gonna be rough. Yeah, so we won't see you on your channel probably for a little while.
Well, I'm shooting videos now and kind of scheduling them out a little bit so it'll keep playing, you know, while I'm moving and stuff. So,
all right.
Well, good luck with the move and the new job.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And keep the channel going.
Yeah. And Scott, the Game Caddie, you have any plans for anything specific coming up for that?
Yeah, the only big thing that's going to be happening besides whenever I'm able to release this 5.2.2 is I'm starting a replay of the 2022 PGA Championship at Sooner Hills, which was Southern Hills, right? And you know, I'm looking forward to getting that underway.
Yeah, awesome stuff. And I've got my 1992 replay of the 4 Masters, the final round. We got Pebble Beach. We got the first 5 holes in, and then I had to take a break from that. So we're going to try and finish that up with Tom Kite and Jeff Snowman going in at it on Pebble Beach on a winning day. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Unbelievable rounds, unbelievable shots. It's insane, but I'm having a great time with it.
Yeah, Pebble Beach or Seaside can be brutal when it's blustery, and it's often blustery.
Yes, it is. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Dave and Scott, you guys take care of yourselves. We'll keep in touch. We'll email once you get set up, and we'll see about arranging a time to come back and do it again. Until then, my friends, We'll see you all down the line.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.